Hey guys, what's up? It's Michael from Eurobaggedatl. Today I've got an awesome video for you guys. I'm going to be painting this 1993 C4 Corvette, and the color code is GMWA9539. It's a medium green metallic, and there are a few different variants of this color, probably about 6 or 7 for the same, different years, different colors for the same color code. So if you want to paint your car this color, take the actual year of your car to your local paint shop, and then have them match the year of your car with the paint code, right? As you can see, this Corvette's in serious need of a new paint job. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys step by step how I am going to make this car look great again. And we'll cover everything from prepping the surface to laying down the final coat, and I'll explain everything along the way.
Thank you.
Also, if you're a car enthusiast and want to see more content like this, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on my Instagram and TikTok at Eurobaggedatl. Oh, and also I'm going to start going live when I paint these cars, so if you want to see that in action in real time, keep an eye out for those pages. Alright, so let's get to work on this 93 Vette and give it the paint job it needs.
C4 Corvette 1993. Gas cap. All the emblems going to be taken off, old emblems. So as you can see, old emblems, they're cracking. Paint is gone, clear coat's gone. There's a little crack right here that we're gonna fix. All the stripping, all the weather stripping on this car is gonna be removed and replaced. As you can see, all the paint up here is chipping all across the top. Whole hood's gone. Look at the paint on there. Emblem right here, disintegrated. So, as you can see, it's broken up. But as far as the interior on this thing, interior is pretty good. Door cards are in really good condition. Interior is amazing. Dash, everything's good. It's automatic though. T-top works. Not sure if I'm gonna take that off to actually. The customer said that his fuel pump went out, but looks like we got it running. Gonna drive it out of here. Yo, guide me out. Guide me out of here. Alright guys, so I thought I'd do a little time lapse here. Here's just me sanding the car. I started with a 220 grit. I went over the car about, I think, 6 times, so twice with every level of grit sandpaper. The first time was a 220 grit, then the second time was 320, the last time was 400 to get it ready for the primer sealer. And then, you know, I did have to add some epoxy fiberglass filler on the roof, and also that crack that I showed you guys on the right rear quarter panel. And also there was a piece of trim that was cracked too, and because the whole car is fiberglass, I just used some fiberglass body filler. It gets pretty hard. It's like fiberglass resin body filler that I have. So I fixed those areas. The roof was pretty time consuming, but I took care of it for the customer, and he's happy with it. Alright, so you can see here, the top of this car, the fiberglass top was pretty cracked up, only around the places where the trim meets. So To start, I got some 220 grit sandpaper. I wrapped it around a paint mixing stick, and then I sanded that down. Then I got my epoxy resin, the fiberglass Bondo, the body filler, and I went ahead and actually just went over all those areas with that, sanded it down with a DA sander with a 220 grit sandpaper, and then moved on to actually cleaning the car and prepping it to have it sealed. So masking off the car and everything. Just wanted to mention that for a car like this where the hood opens up this way, it's important to actually mask off the engine bay too. So just go ahead and mask off the engine bay and then mask off the wheels with it on the front end. Okay, here, so we're just cleaning the car with a wax and grease remover. You can pick this stuff up at O'Reilly's for the most part. It's just a simple wax and grease remover. Just make sure that while you're cleaning the car with this, you're using a microfiber cloth, and make sure you're not touching the car with your actual hands because then there's no point in even using this stuff. It basically sterilizes the car and gets it ready for the primer. Alright, so for the rest of the body, we're going to be using a sealer. We're only really going to be using a high build primer on the top of the car because of the damage that we have to repair. It's a bit wavy that we're going to fix. But this is a black epoxy sealer / primer, so you can mix it both ways. We're going to be mixing it 4 to 1 to 1, so 4 parts primer, 1 part activator, and then 1 part reducer. So it's thin enough to act as a sealer. And then we're going to mix it 4 to 1, so just 4 parts primer and 1 part activator for the roof. So it's mixed as a high build primer. And we got black, which is what we use for our darker colors. For some of our lighter colors, we will use a gray high build primer, or it's a gray sealer. But for the color we're going to be using, a black primer will do just fine. The gun I'm using is actually a Spectrum gun from Harbor Freight. I usually use a Black Widow gun, which is really good. It's a professional grade gun, but you know, that gun's, I think it's $260 right now, which is what I usually use. It's a 1.3 tip, which is what I'm actually using for the sealer, because it is thin enough to spray out the 1.3, but it's recommended that you use a 1.4 or even a 1.7 will be good to, you know, let it run smooth on the car, spray smooth on the car. But right now I'm using a 1.3, which is, you know, it's all I have in the shop right now.
Alright guys, that's going to be it for part 1 of painting this 93 Corvette C4. Thanks for tuning in. As you can see, we've made some serious progress by at least getting it primed today. and getting ready for the next step. Unfortunately, we're still waiting on paint to come in, hopefully by the weekend, so we'll be back for part 2 very soon. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and also follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Eurobaggedatl so you don't miss out on any future updates. Also, if you have any suggestions or comments, leave them down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in part 2.